up everyone? Welcome to today's video. We are in Hamamatsu. This is like a tiny area in between Shizuoka and Nagoya. And I decided to stop here today because there's this small train which goes over this little gutter over there. And it kind of branches off from the normal train. So you've got the regular train that goes along the coastline. You're watching it on the video right now. And this train just kind of branches off and it goes all the way into the mountain. Besides the fact that it's a really scenic, nice little train adventure, there's a bunch of hard-offs, book-offs, and even some other special thrift store locations. So without further ado, let's go game hunting in these mountains. Well, the mountains are over there. The ocean's over there. Let's do it. Yeah, so right next to the door, being all sun faded, there's some pretty rare game. Here's Baki and Rocky in the back there for 132,000 yen. And this is the Rayquaza Nintendo Game Boy Advance. Next to Gimmick, just chilling. But this is what I mean, the stuff that they have in here, no one's been shopping here. Like this N64 thing, it says controller adapter. I have no idea what this is. It looks to be a power supply with a controller. And there's like two of them. Well, I guess this is the console. Wait, this is just a whole N64 in a super rare box maybe? Because this says console and this says controller adapter and they're both 88,000 and I don't know what that is. NUS001. It's the rarest thing I've ever seen. It's just like chilling here in this mountainside hard off next to all these super rare N64s. Here's Return of the Jedi. Never seen that before in real life either. And it just keeps going, man. Like, no one's been shopping here. Stuff like this would be gone, even though it's expensive. Like, there's some people that really collect this kind of stuff. Like Metal Gear is a kind of an uncommon Famicom game, right? For 22,000. That's insane, man, all this stuff. It's crazy what you find here. I mean, it's not cheap, but no one is come here to get this. Alright, in the PlayStation section, I actually already found a Evangelion, Girlfriend, Iron Maiden, for 300 yen, but this is the Windows 95 version, which I think I now own every version of this game that there is. It has a spine card, so I'm assuming that this is how it came originally. Then, you know, there's a Final Fantasy VI soundtrack just chilling in there. And other than that, it's just your regular old, you know, PlayStation, all your Densha de Go's, Tokonretsu, they got a couple of those. Here's volume 3. I've actually been looking for this one for a very long time, and well, I already have it now, so I'm gonna put this back. And this game is called A Cheeky Angel. It's an angel, and she's very cheeky. And, you know, we're just gonna put that one back. But this is definitely a hard off that has not been gone through. Like over here in the junk section, where we just were on the live stream, we found 1, 2, 3, 4. There's one in the back there, 5, 6 PC98, which is like pretty crazy, right? This one has a reference manual and a monitor, and it's this kind of stuff that like I was hoping to find, and I didn't even see this. Holy crap! There's more on the floor, and these are all monitors, literally PC98 monitors, just stacked with keyboards. You can literally build a complete working system here. It's not going to be cheap. They're like $100 a piece, but that's always what they've kind of been going for at hard off. So it's not like this is super expensive either. And this is crazy. It's really cool, just next here, next to the guitars and stuff, and all this old Sony video dubbing equipment. It's a crazy hard off, and this is kind of why I went on this trip, just to find these places that haven't been picked through and just to experiencing. Let's keep on going. Over here, there's movie posters up there. And then we've gone through the PlayStation stuff already. It's not that crazy. This seems to be a very junky type of PlayStation 2 stuff. Let's go hit the junk section, see if we can find anything. Hey, for 500 yen, here's some boxed only. And it's not just Zelda, Spirit Tracks. It's also Mario 4 for the Game Boy Advance. You know, I never buy these because you'll never find the game. The second you have one of those, you'll never find the game. Let's keep going through the junk section. Their junk looks phenomenal. Hey, what used to be pink at one point, Sakura Wars Dreamcast. So they just definitely price their stuff just like other hard offs. Here's a Super Famicom Junior for 16,000. And yeah, right behind here, 4 Swords. Actually still looking for that. I'm trying to beef up my GameCube collection lately, because we're getting all the Mario sports games. Neo Geo Pocket Color over there, 27,500. Hey, a WonderSwan Crystal in the box. Wonder why that's so expensive. It usually isn't. Oh, here we go. Whoa, the big Chorokyu 64. And it's 4,000 yen. Oh, and it doesn't have the car. Unfortunately, man. This is like one of the games that we were still doing the N64 thing, right? This has been like the game. This is pretty rare. I'm tempting to pick it up just for the box, but it doesn't have the car in it, and I already have the game. So it still counts that I already have it for the thing. But yeah, super cool. There's another N64 section down here. The rest is pretty normal. I was really hoping that was inside there. But the rest, I already have everything that they have here, so we can skip that. Some Game Boy Advanced, Famicom stuff over here. Hey, Hamster Paradise 3 for the Game Boy Color, can't go wrong with that. And 6 golden coins. Still one of my games that I'm looking for, but it's not this one. Even their loose carts are pretty cool. Let's get back to the GameCube. There's some stuff in here like Pikmin 1 and 2. Can't go wrong with Pikmin for 1,000 yen. Yeah, I've seen Pikmin go for like 500. Pikmin 2 for 1650. A bit spicy on anything Nintendo, but that's usually the case these days.
GameCube.
僕たちピクミンあなただけについてゆく今日も運ぶ戦う増えるそして食べられるいろんな命が生きているこの星で今日も運ぶ戦う増えるそして食べられる
Nintendo GameCube Pikmin.
Some Switch games. Actually was not expecting them to have Switch at all. But then, you know, 11K for a AV Famicom in the box. Not perfect condition, but I would say that's okay. That's always been the price, even before all the change. Hey, here's a PlayStation 2 Denshirigo Type 2 controller with the pedal. I really want this. It's 16,000 and I can't carry this because we're still going to be, you know, going game hunting all day. And, you know, 1650 is not bad for a, what is this? Oracle of Ages or Seasons. So this there says computer and then DOS V, which is like the Japanese MS-DOS, right? What even is this, man? LEDs. This is still the same store, right? No. This is just an electronics store. Okay, this is definitely not the same store. We're gonna go back. Alright. I think this store is just that old. Like, look at their logos. They've got like VGA cables and transistors. I think the store is just that old that they still have those. Here it is. Here's the rare, uncommon N64 stuff. I don't know why they're charging 7,000 for Star Wars Pod Racer. That is dreaming. That's a crazy price. That's a game I bought for like 1,000 yen. So nothing in here seems to be worth it. All their good stuff was getting some damage in the window anyway. You just keep finding stuff though. Like here's another PlayStation 2 in the box. Just chilling here, a PlayStation 1. Some Square Millennial Edition, Saga Frontier. Another Denshirigo. Just chilling next to all of these computers. Here's an MX-101. A Casio MSX, complete in the box for 55,000. And it has all the software in the box and everything in the box. That's like the most well-kept MSX I've ever seen. Man, if I had like 500 bucks to just like hang out with, that I would spend it on that. Cool, let's go on to the next location and go on to our beautiful little cash-only train. Alright, we made it to the local hard off. This is hard off number 2. And we're checking in. Number 206 on the app. You might be viewing these videos out of order, so you know. Oh, this is a Midnight Black PA. Oh, that's really expensive. I thought it was going to be like the BB unit. Here's a Panasonic 3DO in the box. 24,200. That's a lot. But I don't know, how much do these go for? Leave it in the comments. I don't think I'm ever gonna get one of these. I don't. They just don't seem worth it. There's some PC games over here. Super randomly. Here's Civ 3. I do love me some Civ T for 2,000 yen. It's crazy, man. And then I guess these are like what other. Yeah, these are not looking for Romance of the Three Kingdoms. Lupin the Third typing software. Okay, so this is a Lupe typing game that exists. Pro Baseball 2000. Okay, as usual, we have most of the N64 games that would be here. Tobal 2. Why is it in this big old case? Why? Well, again, very small section. Not sure if this was worth coming all the way out here for, but doesn't hurt checking it out. This is Crystal Chronicles, right? The big version. Crazy. What is Cosmic Fantasy 2? Oh, it's for the PC Engine. Yeah, no, this is a hard off that has definitely either never got something in or it's been picked clean. Either way, there does not seem to be that much left here. Whether it's on the PlayStation 1 or PlayStation 2. Ooh, this is cool, a Famicom cassette case. I remember when these used to be like 100 yen, but I guess those days are far over. It's kind of crazy to see prices like that in a hard off that, what I'm assuming, just doesn't get any traffic. Ooh, over here is their fancy section. So they do have Hyper Dimension, which is like the one rare game that they have, and Dream Club Complete Edition. I don't know why it's called like that. It's 4,000 yen for a PlayStation 3 game. I'm gonna look that up. That may or may not be a Patreon exclusive. Oh, there's a Moonwalker over there as well. Yeah, it's just super small. Let's keep going. We got about a half an hour walk to our next destination, which is a non-hard off branded store. So I say we go. Get ourselves a coffee and get walking. This looks fun. Look at this, an old PlayStation Horipachi slot controller. This one actually, I don't know if it like, oh no, this is a button. I always wondered what this was. Whether you could put coins in it or if it's just a button. Fun. Then, wow, it's really barren. They either just built this or they just don't get that much stuff in here. This is, yeah, this is what it is, man. I guess we'll move on to the next one. Okay, so this is a good representation of what we're doing today. We started here, and we still need to go to some of these around this area, but the point is to take a train all the way to the north through here. This is where we are right now, and then we still have a book off to go over here, and then there's some other stuff over here that's not hard off related, so it's not on this map. So it's pretty cool to see how much of these stores they have within this area. Super cool. Local book off. Doesn't seem to have that much. Picross 2 for 480. Complete. Well, I don't think it has a tray, but whatever. Other than that, pretty mid. As always, it's usually the PS1 games that you gotta look for. But there is a 900 yen golden Wii Wheel from the Club Nintendo. I picked that up on a recent stream, so that's also okay. I'm sure they have a PlayStation 1 section, because this is all PlayStation 2. Let's go see if they have any Dreamcast games. Okay, I actually just missed the Dreamcast and Saturn games. They just only have this. This is the only one worth looking at is Tokimeki for the Saturn. Sure. Because it has a sleeve. Other than that, you know, Biohazard Code Veronica, but no spine card, no deal. Yeah, just like that. Small book off. Worth a check. Oh, here they do up here. Why? It was like right there. Right there. Alright. I mean, I'll leave that in. This is a pro wrestling game. Pro Wrestling World. We bought this. We have this. It's not a good game, but it is a unlicensed pro wrestling game. With like no licenses. Here's the original Tokimeki 2. Wow, 1500 for a good one. I'm actually tempted. We bought Tokimeki in the previous video because it came with the mouse. And now I'm kind of tempted to get the second one because I have the third one as well. But it's not like any of this is rare, so I say we move on and go to the next place, which might be very interesting.
恋なんてもういらない。
恋がないと生きていけない。
恋なんてゲームよ。
ゲームの恋も悪くない。
今年最後の恋が始まる。ゆうきくん。
ひかりちゃん、ときめきメモリアル2。ゲームで恋。
Alright, so this book off, hard off house is in a mall. Which I don't know if that's a good thing or not. That means usually it's not junky enough. So it's all clean and they forget that they're a secondhand shop and everything is expensive. We'll see. Because it doesn't hurt to check in and add to those numbers, right? I don't know. Let's find out. Alright, see what they got. Whoa. What is this? Dragon Ball Z? This is a... Why is this here? It's like 100 yen. This is a plug and play. Why is that there? That's junk. Oh, there's more junk on display. A Macintosh Plus. Wow, 66,000. And an Apple IIe with the disc thingamajig. Wow, old Apple stuff is so cool. I want this, but I don't 60,000 yen want this. I guess the Apple market is as bad as the video game market these days, huh? A 7,000 yen Shinkansen controller. Loose, but really good with the pedal. Whoa, a high Saturn just chilling there. Just the console for 19,000. That's rough, buddy. But really cool. A PCFX controller. This is book off though. Like these are standard book off prices. I was hoping that the hard off had its own game section, which is usually a bit lenient on Nintendo games. So that's okay, I guess. This is a good deal. This is what I mean. No controller, so minus 300 yen, but this is basically a 3,600 yen boxed PS2, not junk. Here's a green. This used to be blue, I guess. N64 in the box, 11K. Capcom vs SNK for 1,000 yen with the spine card. That's a maybe pile. That's a maybe pile. And Tokyo Bus Guide for 1,000 yen. That's also a maybe pile. Both of these go for a lot more, and I am looking for them. Columns on the Game Gear? Okay. That is certainly a game. Is this a Namco board game for the Famicom? Or at least an RPG with a bunch of stuff included. F-Zero? It's not maximum velocity. It is just a normal F-Zero. But 1,500 is good for F-Zero. It doesn't have manual, so it's 10% off. Burger. Please be cheap. 3,000. That's a good price for Burger. It says it's damaged. This is a very uncommon PlayStation game. And 3,000 is a good price for that. We can move on to the next one. It's pretty close by. I'm definitely gonna get Capcom vs SNK. Well, there she is. Surugaya Specialty Store. I planned all of these locations out before I came here, but I completely forgot that this was here. These Surugayas, I swear, they're in the most random locations. They're a specialty store. We've seen them so many times on our channel right now. It's not just games, it's everything in between. Really cool little bus station. But it's essentially these places pop up in the middle of nowhere. And what that means is that usually they are very well stocked because there's not a lot of retro game collectors here, which is kind of, you know, weird that a store like this even exists. Let's find out. They're never cheap. Let's put that aside. But rarities and uncommon items, really excited. So let's see what they have. Again with the scam machines at the beginning. You pick a number and then any of these whatevers, which could be like a doo-doo controller and a dinosaur head. Or this thing. I think some of them have like PS5s. Anyway, this isn't what we're here for. But yeah. Yeah, no, it's a full-blown Surugaya. Hello, discounted second-hand figures. Shout out to not having the exact one that I need. Where are video games at? Because the flagship store is around here, and it could mean that a lot of people are neglecting this. This is a family computer file. I think they sell these at the Nintendo store. It's not that special. There's more in it though. 1,000 yen, a bit much for that. Look at their guidebooks. Who needs a guidebook for Mario Kart 8? Deluxe for the Switch, 800 yen. Why? Why does that exist? Maybe shortcuts? Ah, here we go. Video games. Ooh, right off the bat, a Joy-Con for 4,000 yen. We bought this. Good thing we did what we did because it was really cheap when I found it. It's another one of these suitcases. This is the Mario World 4 one. We found the boxed the other day. Another Apache slot controller for super cheap. Kitadora. I think this is their junk section. Oh wow, a Xenogears Square Millennium Edition. Wow, it's a good old Surugaya. It has everything, man. Look at this. PS Vita, PlayStation 1. Look at that. It's Puyo Puyo box that we found that one time for 500 yen. It's apparently a good version of Puyo Puyo. This is a... Wow! Okay, we gotta... Wow! This is the Namco Museum binder. This is the Namco Museum binder. It's 600 yen, but I'm buying it. This is insane. This says Namco Museum Encore. And then I think what you can do with this is the special box. I don't know if this is Encore, the special box, but I think you can put them all in here. I'm gonna ask the cashier to see what this is. And then I'm gonna buy it. So Namco Museum is a game that we're collecting. It's a set of games. And they spell out Namco. And this is the last one, the registered trademarks. And I think this is the box that holds everything together. Which is insane because we're missing literally just one to complete the collection. But I'm gonna hold on to this because this is an insane find.
もう会えないと思っていた。
プレイステーションでスカイキッド、モトシ、キング&バルーン、ローリングサンダー、ワンダーモモ、ドラゴンセーバー、ロンパーズ。
ありがとう。
ナムコミュージアムアンコール。
Alright, so I figured out what it is. It goes about the same. The price is okay, it's a bit more online. And it's complete. And what this essentially is a binder. It comes with Encore. And you can hold all the other versions in it, which I'm gonna do because I'm literally missing one of these, which is amazing. This is amazing. This is such a good find. Yeah, we grabbing it for sure. And there's a spot for the memory card as well. It's a little scuffed over here, but that's just that. I don't know. Definitely picking this one up. That's crazy. And here's an Atelier for I don't know. People keep recommending this game to me because it has anime in it. Pokemon pinballs are about 7,000 yen. This is one of those situations where I gotta warn people that on Merikari, Pokemon Pinball is like a 3,000 to 4,000 yen game, and whether it's book off, hard off, or Surugaya or any other place, for some reason this is a 6,000 to 8,000, 9,000 game. I don't know why. It's not. I don't know why retail stores are overpricing. Maybe because it's Pokemon and they can, but definitely if you can, at that point just Sendico it, because you can find it for a lot less. This is kind of crazy. Look at Tales of Eternia, the premium box. What is even in this? Again, Surugaya, undefeated when it comes to big boxed stuff. It's crazy. Crazy stuff, man. Even their N64 stuff, man. They do have some of the boxes. Like, okay, it's not N64, but they got the Wii, Zelda Skyward Sword with the remote. Can't go wrong with this. How much is their GoldenEye? 8,000. Yeah, everything else is just a wee bit too much. Here's the PSP Amagami, that giant game. 4,000 yen. It's crazy. Unfortunately, this really kind of puts me at or over the budget. But I'm not gonna let this go, man. Holy crap, that is an insane find. Ooh, Final Fight 2, 3,980. I spot a fishing game, and it's Nushitsuri for the Super Famicom. Really cool. Still want this, but 4,000 yen. It's not happening. Not today, at least. Not today. Yeah, it's not terribly expensive. Like Chrono Trigger, like I said, the Nintendo tax does add to it. This is Amiibo. Wow, this is Super Famicom. This is a lot, man. They have a lot of stuff in here. It's not even that crazy. 2,000 yen for Mario 1, 2, 3. Look at their little Famicom wall. This is so cute. This is what I mean. You're gonna find stuff like this that are just in the middle of nowhere. It's not going to be super cheap. This is about what it goes for online, but that's really hard to find in and around Tokyo or even Chiba these days, because just to find this stuff is hard. And I'm so happy that we did. I'm so happy that we came all the way out here. This is the find of the thing, man. Seiken Densetsu 1 for the Game Boy. This goes for about this. Secret of Mana, I guess 0. The one before Secret of Mana. I think that also came, I think that came out as Final Fantasy something in the West though. I definitely think it did. There's a Final Fantasy 1 and 2. I mean, you know, can't go wrong. What is this Sunsoft game? Afterburner. Right, that is a Sunsoft game on the Famicom. Ooh. I thought it was, this is Ozumo. I thought it was Nushitsuri. This is Tsupari Ozumo. Yeah, no. We're not doing that one. Devil World in the box, though. Whoa, it's so much. Shout out to Devil World. This is like the one Famicom game that I'm also looking for. Wow, like always, we skip the common stuff, but then we do find some common stuff for pretty cheap, and you know, you take it from there. This is King of Fighters for the Game Boy Advance. I didn't know that was a game. Didn't know it came out for that. This isn't even Amiibo. This is just old school Mario figures. I don't know when these came out. It says Super Mario Brothers U, so it's not that like old. It's kind of crazy that they just have that. It looks like Amiibo, right? Ooh, they have a other video game, which is usually PC games and games I cannot show on stream. So let's see which ones I can. Definitely not these ones, but I can show you Age of Empires 3. 950. I do love finding PC games over here. And look at that. Almost missed it. An entire Neo Geo Pocket section. They've got Shanghai. I mean, that's like the least interesting game here. Hanabi. Whatever that is. Fireworks. Oh, it's just the Pachislan game. Alright. And then Pocket Tennis. Super cool. I love these clamshells. I have one Neo Geo Pocket Color game, Densha Go 2, and it doesn't have that. And there's some more here. Here's Game Gear and Wonder Swan Color, Puyo Puyo 2 for the Wonder Swan. We gotta go into some of these uncommon stuff, right? Densha Go 2. Ooh, I think I have this. If this was any other day, I would have picked this up. This is a great, I think I already have this though. I'm gonna have to check. I do have like 1 or 2 Wonder Swan games. But then should I go on the Wonder Swan? It's the Game Boy one that's like super elusive. Alright, their fancy section got Groove on Fight, as is tradition, for 12,000, and a whole bunch of super expensive games. Rockman World for the Game Boy is 15,000 yen. Did not know that. And then down here, what caught my eye It's Cowboy Bebop for 13,000 yen. The limited edition for the PS2. That is crazy, man. It's one of my favorite animes. One of my first, too. Wow, I hope it comes with some cool stuff. I'll put it on the screen, of course. I know there's a PS2 game, which is already rare, and this is like crazy. And this is where all their like expensive Neo Geo Pocket games are. Yeah, Advance Wars 1 and 2 over here. Burger, we actually found it for 3,000 yen just now. It's not at 13,000 yen, but we did find it for like a really good price. And then this must be where they keep all their consoles. Yeah, look at that. Saturns, Christmas Saturns, Dreamcasts. A Virtua Boy for 56,000 in the box. Mint though, like not a junky one. And they're boxed Game Boys and other stuff. What is this Game Gear? Ooh, Ray-Earth. We found this in like one of my Fuji videos. A Game Gear in the box. This one's in the box. We found it in the junk. And then here's a RantNet for 240,000 yen. An N64 DD. This does not count as all of the games. 100% it doesn't. Oh look, a Torchic GBA SP. Oh, it just keeps going on. This is apparently where all their stuff is. This is a normal GBA SP, but a really cool sticker on it. And then this is me looking at the things. Hello YouTube. So this is the RantNet DD. And I thought it was just a starter kit for the internet, but chat pointed out to me that this is actually a full-on 64 DD for 240,000 yen. That's crazy. I had to go back to check it. Yeah, that is a crazy price, man. Super cool. There's also in the back there, while we're here, besides this Game Boy that's pretty cool, there's some uncommon Game Boy GameCube controllers. There's this clear one for 13,800. Behind it, I'll post a picture. It's the Club Nintendo white Mario. It's white and blue. The Club Nintendo exclusive GameCube controller. Super cool. 17,000 yen. But yeah, back to this RantNet. So this is like, I thought it was just like the cart and the keyboard and whatever, but no, it's the whole starter kit. That is a crazy price. I actually found one of these for like 60,000 once. Wasn't that much. Looking back, eh? Apparently, Mega CD, Dreamcast, and Saturn, which I kind of, I don't know, forgot existed, are also other games. And look at this. This is the Love Hina limited box. 3,000 yen. You can get this. Look how big this is. This is insane. Does this just like? I think it has like actual like. I looked this up once. It has actual objects from the game, which is insanity that even exists. There's an Evangelion game. This is a typing adventure from Evangelion. If this wasn't sun faded, I would have actually, you know, considered this because I have the keyboard for my Dreamcast. This is actually pretty funny and interesting enough to do something. Yeah, no, if that wasn't sun faded, it's so unfortunate that a lot of this stuff is sun faded, right? But yeah, so the other video game, and then there's PC Engine and Mega CD, which is interesting. Echo the Dolphin CD, which I heard is a really good version of that game. I'm actually a big fan, as much as I don't like Sega. I do love me some Echo the Dolphin. I had that as a kid. Here's Quackshot for 5,000 yen. Mega Drive is just the most expensive thing to collect for in Japan. Absolutely, next to like PCFX. And here's Golden Axe. 5,000 yen for Golden Axe. And then here in between everything is a hidden Space Harrier for the 32X, the Japanese version. I don't know why, they're just kind of in here. Here's the Star Wars arcade, also just in here. DJ Boy, I don't know if DJ Boy is an exclusive, but it looks like a really fun game. I do know what this is. And an uncommon Dragon Ball Z for the Mega Drive. Of course, it's going to be 11,000 yen. Oof. Wow, Truckston. Shout out to Classic Game Room. I'm still sub, Mark. If you're hearing this, we miss you. And another 32X game. Metalhead MH. Can't tell if this is good or not, but I do like the idea of the 32X. Just more consoles for your buck. Ooh, a Darius with the spine card like in it. Super Darius for the PC Engine CD. This soundtrack probably goes super hard. Any like NEC Mega CD shoot 'em up soundtrack goes dummy hard for like no reason, man. Sega really knew what they were doing there. I've got a Mario 2 or Doki Doki Panic complete, and Pang. I barely see Pang for the Super Famicom. Sorry, Super Pang. Everything else is like insanely overpriced. But they do have, next to that very sus game, is the Super Real Mahjong. But we're talking about Initial D in the box. One of my grails for the GBA. I'm actually standing sideways just to film it. 20,000, man. I don't know if we'll ever get to the point where I want to spend that on a game. Hey, a Game Boy Advance SP orange pouch. Put this on your belt like it's 2006, baby. I love it. It actually has a belt strap. I was talking about the thing. Here's a blue one. 5,000 yen. These are awesome though. If I had, I don't even have an SP. If I had one. Some VMUs. Oh, here's a black one. Super cool, man. They just have all of this stuff. This is a Pokédex. It's broken. I don't even know what this is, but it looks like the original Pokemon Zukan, the Pokédex. Yeah, the game guides and magazines are always phenomenal here. Here's a Skyward Sword book in book. That's not a guide. It's like another thing. What is this big Animal Crossing? It's a later one though. Atsumare Doubutsu no Mori. Ooh, Boku no Natsuyasumi 4. Seemingly sun-faded. This is the PSP version. I love these. That's actually pretty cool. The other ones are also shaped like that. Here's a Wii Zapper. That's like non-branded. They're usually with like, you know, Link or whatever. Man, what a store. We haven't even seen the rest of it, right? Because we probably, you know, we got one more hard off to go with this trip. So let's go pay for this and move on to the last hard off of the day. All right, this is actually a hobby off. So if it's anything like that one notorious hobby off, it should be a small game section, but really good. But we'll see. There we go. And it's all beyond glass. Wow, their Donkey Kong 3 is 5,000 yen here. That's crazy. It just seems to be like a regular hard off prices. Nothing too specific. They've got Wizardry Empire for the PlayStation and Scrumptious Parodius for 11,000. Here's a, I think that's R-Type. Hard to see. That's a Hue card. What does it say? Iron Clash? Something like that. Look at this big old Tamagotchi calculator. That's what I like about Hobby Off. Bro, this is Ranma. Like super old Ranma. It's probably a figure, right? From back in the day. Ah, here it is. Ooh. Alright. Which is their Mario Kart. Aww. These are really starting to creep up to 4,000 yen for no reason. Hey, underneath this item, what is this? A PS1 AC controller? And I've never seen this for the PlayStation 1. Let alone in the box. What a goofy looking controller. Poppin' Twinbee. 2,700. Yeah, Sim Ant. That's a cool box art. You can play with the mouse. I played this on MS-DOS. It was really cool. I can't tell if this was originally a Japanese game or not. It's Will Wright. Yeah, no, this is definitely not like Sim Tower. Super cool. Sugoi Hebereke. This is like the most expensive game on the Famicom, and it's just a game here. There's not that much here, isn't there? What is PD Ultraman for 3,000 yen? Hey, that's like exactly what we paid for it, like just now. I would have been very sad if that was a lot cheaper. Let's Smash for 800 yen. I'm picking this up. I've never seen this. Even though it's sun faded, I've never seen this before. It's definitely one of those N64 games. You know, definitely picking that up. 800 yen, a no-brainer. What is this? Orochi? Whoa, it's so big, and it comes with like all this stuff. I didn't know it had a treasure box, but it's Koei, right? Koei always had these weird big boxes for seemingly everything. They've got more games down there. That's pretty cool. Seems pretty random. It's more junk than anything, but I guess it's a hobby off, so that's just what they do. I already recently found it, but here's the original Tekken, the one that I was missing. It's always such a cheap game, but I love it. I love OG CGI Tekken. It looks so cool. All right, that's another N64 game. I think it's just a tennis game with some anime stuff on it, but another N64 game for the collection, man. You're looking on the screen how much we have at this point. It's a lot. It's a lot. And there you have it, another beautiful game hunting location. What really got to me about this location is the combination of nature, the little suburb area, the beautiful train you get to ride all into the mountain, and of course the really good game hunting spots. Some were hit and miss, but as always, it's definitely more about the journey than the destination. Thank you guys so very much for watching. We've been focusing a lot on the live streams these days, so be sure to check that out. All the live streams are going to be moved to the second channel soon. I'll leave that in the description as well. Thank you all the Patreons for always supporting me. I've started to remodel my game room and there's a lot of updates on that as well. So if that's something that you're into, or if you want the full uncensored version of this episode, be sure to consider subscribing to the Patreon. It's only like $2 and then you get all the extra footage as well. And yeah, see you guys live this weekend probably, or the next video. Thank you guys so very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.